Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. This one, Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency Oyendo Mazinam Dekano. May God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you, we appreciate you, we love you, because we know in your hands Biafra is coming, in your hands Biafra is safe, and in your hands when Biafra comes, the people of Biafra will rejoice. My fellow Biafrans, we have just heard the broadcast of our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Ekpa Simon and Joko. We've just heard the great words from him and also from a compatriot known as Dr. Levy. Today, I want to declare this one, that the world will recognize Biafra. The world will recognize Biafra. Wantutoge, it's coming. It is coming. The whole world will recognize us. They will embrace us because they know we are a good people. In the whole world, they know the presence of the Biafra. We, the Biafrans, anywhere we've gone, we have blessed those countries. So I want to assure you that the whole world will recognize Biafra. We are good people. Yes, in every nation there are some bad eggs. But when you look at the aggregate level, after all said and done, any country you look in this world, if a Biafran is not there, that country has a problem. So today, I want us to listen to some snippets from the broadcast of our Prime Minister. Then I will prove to you that the whole world, they have been waiting for this for a long time. They have been waiting for us, patiently taking their time, hoping that we did the right thing. And for the first time, a man in the name of Mazi Ekpa Simon and Joko has stood up amongst men, and he's doing the right thing for his people. Biafrans, I say rejoice. Biafrans, you must thank the day Mazi Ekpa Simon and Joko was born. God has given us a savior. God has given us a helper. I want you to listen to the snippets, then I will come back and show you something else to let you know the whole world, they are listening and they are ready. Even those in the zoo, they are ready. Middle belt, they are ready. Middle belt, they are ready. Middle belt, they are ready. They now know we are not the problem. But let me hold back and listen to the words of our PM, Mazi Ekpa Simon and Joko. Listen. Listen.
So I thank you all for being part of this success and development. Remember that this is just the beginning. We are looking forward to see endorsement from different organizations. Prior to our convention in Finland, it is very important that we get as many endorsements as possible on this.
My PM, it will be the whole world. How about Toby? The whole world will endorse us. Because what we are doing is something they've been waiting for us to do. The whole world will endorse us. Obatobie, Ekpa Simon and Joko. The whole world will endorse us. They are already doing it. As long as America has stepped in, they will do it. Let's continue and listen to our PM.
Referendum. This is the way we design our own government. This is what the definition of self-determination is all about. You decide and define how you are going to govern yourself. Design the government that works for you, your future. Make it possible for those who Nigeria have destroyed their future. We restore the hope back, and the process has begun.
Amen.
Those of our international collaborators that are helping us both in diplomacy and otherwise, we thank you so much for the time and the love you have shown so far. Those adversary, an adversary role, making sure that this step we're taking is something that is in accordance with international legal framework and international law. We thank you also, Biafran people who have supported this Biafra government in exile up to this point. We thank you very much. The cabinet, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile cabinet, and the cabinet in the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, we thank all of you for sticking to the mandate of the liberation of Biafra. On this note, I say may God bless you, may God bless Biafra, may God bless the Biafra Liberation and Defense Forces. Airborne!
Hey, God have mercy.
And then also remember that if you have not registered for the Finland Convention, this is very, very important that you do it, because this is something that will never happen again. The declaration of Biafra, or the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, will be realistic, and it will happen in Finland. For those doubting our resolve, you are going to be disappointed. Our own objective and main priority of the government is to make sure we protect our women and children that have fallen victim to Nigeria terrorist state for many decades. And today, it is no longer business as usual. And I want every one of you to understand that they will kill us, we will kill them, but at the end, our freedom will come. At the end, Biafra will come. We are already at war. Whether it is still secret, whether it is asymmetric war, whether it is a jungle warfare, as they call it, the main point is that we are at war with Nigeria. But at the same time, we are always going to dictate how this war is going to be fought. Biafra land will swallow everyone who comes to kill our people. And those of you who may wish to join the sponsorship should contact the Minister of Finance. And those of you who may wish to join the committee on the Biafra lobbying committee, please, you contact the COS, the Chief of Staff. It's very, very important. Also remember that in whatever we do, finance, resources is very, very important. The defense of Biafra land requires money. It requires weapons to make sure that those who come to kill us will be repelled. That's what we are doing so far. We have not decided to take the war to them. We will always repel. And it has yielded the result, but of course, we cannot continue to fight a defensive war. So we will step up the game as time goes on to make sure that nobody commit genocide against Biafra people again. So our resolve, and that is the only responsibility that the Biafra government is taking very seriously, security. Thank you. May God bless you. Thank you, Dr. Levy, for joining us. See you next time.
Thank you, my PM. I really appreciate this. We're at war, we're at war, we're at war. We've said it a million times. The media, they know about it. Nigeria, they know about it, but they pretend like they don't know. Despite their own, oh my God, their own general came out. The man they called Musa, he came out and said they were waging an asymmetric war. Within a week, he said it was a jungle warfare, and then he came back on Channels TV when Shewan asked him, are you worried about what is happening in the Southeast? He said, of course we are worried, but right now we have engaged them, we are engaging them on an asymmetric warfare. I'm giving you the assignment to go and listen or do your research on the meaning of an asymmetric warfare. Do your research. Go and check what that means. That within a country, they say they are embarked on, not even embarking on, they have embarked on an asymmetric warfare. Go and do the research. Use Google, type the different types of warfare. If it comes up, then read the meaning. It will blow your mind that the general from Nigeria is speaking that way. That alone, once you know the meaning of that, that alone will let you know we are not one people. That they see us as the enemy, and we have done them nothing. All we said was to grant us a referendum. We carried a flag, they pied us. We went to pray, they pied us. Even Nnamdi Kanu, while on bail, 28 men were pied in his house. Even his dog Jack was not spared. That's how they feel about us. But I thank God that those in the zoo, they are waking up. The Middle Belt, they are waking up, my people. Middle Belt, they are waking up. In fact, they now know that we are not the problem. Middle Belt, they are waking up. And again, I want you to hear from the horse's mouth. We are going all the way to the Middle Belt. Listen to the way they speak when it comes to Biafra. They have woken up. Middle Belt has woken up. The world will recognize Biafra. Listen to the way the Middle Belt, they are talking about us. Then I'll come back. Listen. Listen.
Funny, Paul, a lot of people are also trying to get to you and hear from you, being the fact that you come from Plateau Middle Belt, and we experience, from your experience, the last interview you granted, people are asking for your number, people are asking for your contact, people want to get to you, on this platform on Today Media. Please subscribe and share and comment on
this man you are seeing here came all the way from the Middle Belt to deliver a gospel about Biafra. He came all the way from Middle Belt to deliver a gospel about Biafra. This man came all the way from Middle Belt to deliver a gospel about Biafra. Listen.
Issue. We are going to have a beautiful moment today. Can you tell us, Paul, at this point, that what does Biafra mean to Middle Belt now?
Thank you very much, the good people of Nigeria. I always tell people that for the benefits of the Fulanis, most especially for the Fulanis, if they knew that it's going to be for the Fulanis, they will never fought that war. Gawang regretted to fight that fight. They used Gawang. After he has fought that war, they have to take him out of the power. And we, the people of the Middle Belt, we have suffered under the regime of Muhammadu Buhari. The Middle Belt, we have seen what Buhari has done to us. Appointment has not been granted to the people from the Middle Belt, and the Middle Belt suffer insecurity. Under Buhari regime, he did not care to protect the life of the people in the Middle Belt. So for me, Biafra, I think, is a good thing. I never heard about the people of Biafra killing people, kidnapping people. I never heard about the people of Biafra doing evil. But I know that Fulani are doing evil, and I know that some of the Hausa join them to do that evil. But I believe that there are some Hausa people that are good. They want a good life. Because even the Hausa, as I'm talking, they have been depressed. The Fulani depressed them. But now their eyes is opening. They began to...
Hold on, sir, just for 1 second. He said the Middle Belt, if they had known that the war they fought against the Biafrans was for the Fulanis, was to uphold the cabals in the Fulani kingdom, they wouldn't have fought that war. If Gowon has known that the so-called war he fought, that today it was to benefit the Fulani cabal, they would not have joined them in that war. I'm going to spare this man. I'm going to spare all those in the Middle Belt. But I'm sorry to break your heart on this one. I will never spare Gowon. We are praying to God till this day that Gowon will not die, so that he will see us come out of that zoo called Nigeria. Because Gowon, he coined his name with the acronym. He said Gowon means go on with one Nigeria, go on with one nation. So for that, I will not spare Gowon. But for others in the Middle Belt, we've heard you. We now know that you guys, you have learned from your mistakes. But Gowon and T.Y. Danjuma, those two guys, I am sorry, I will never spare them. But let's continue.
Understand that the Fulani are the one controlling the major resources of this country, which is not supposed to be done. These resources of this country should be controlled by the people of Nigeria. But since Nigeria is not working, let Biafra take place and let the Nigerian government release Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Nnamdi Kanu, we know, is a person who is standing for righteousness and justice, and which we want in this country. Because the leaders of this country, as I talk to you right now, there is nothing like righteousness in them.
Oh my God, hold on. You've just heard what they said about Nnamdi Kanu. Not the Biafrans saying it. Those from the Middle Belt, they are saying it. But in the zoo, they spent billions of naira to go and kidnap him. They said he is the problem. But this man now is telling you, Nnamdi Kanu is a good man. He's a righteous man. The Middle Belt, they have woken up. They have smelt the coffee. They now know that they made mistakes. So for that, I am going to pardon them. They are welcome back home. But for Gowon and the one they call T.Y. Danjuma, I will never pardon them. Because of Gowon, I did not meet my granddad. Because of Gowon, my grandfather was killed by the soldiers. More than 5 bullets was railed through his body. Gowon. And now he's acting like, he's sorry, but he doesn't want to show it. It's too late. But for this gentleman and those in the Middle Belt, you are welcome home. But for Gowon, he will not die. He will stay awake, even in old age, even in sickness. Even if by mistake, nature calls him, he will not die. Even if God say, okay, this man must die now, he will die with his eyes open. But we are begging the God of Biafra to keep him alive. That thing he denied Ojukwu from Aburi, the agreement they had in Aburi, this same man, he drank from the same cup with Ojukwu in Aburi. They ate from the same plate in Aburi. And they agreed all the itineraries in that meeting. Yet he came back and felt to appease the cabal, it was okay to kill 7 million children. 7 million Biafrans. So we are saying no. Too much blood in his hands. For that one, no, there is no forgiveness. But for the other people in the Middle Belt, I have heard you. Let's continue. Listen, this man has a message for us. He came all the way from Middle Belt. Listen to him.
If the media, they will just come to the media, they will talk that they have built this, they have built that, but we have seen nothing. Nothing has been built. Our life is always going backward instead of going forward. We don't have anything like Nigerian dream. There is no any dream in this land. The only dream we have is the children of the elite, the children of the politician. They are the only one that are enjoying life. And with some people that they will just give them small, shikini money, and those people, their eyes, they are blind to see. They continue to support the evil government. So I don't think this country is working. As I speak to you, Biafra for me, it's a good movement, and even majority part of the Middle Belt would like to be part of the Biafra because they believe that Biafra are people who are not harming people. They are people who want to see that this country will work, and that is exactly what the people of Middle Belt want. We want this country to work. I know there are some politicians in the Middle Belt, because they are part of the corruption, they will not like this movement. We are not with the politicians. They are for themselves, we are for ourselves, and we are supporting the Biafra, and we will stand for Biafra, and we will do whatsoever it is. That is why I'm calling all the Igbo and all the good people around the world, from Europe, Asia, all around the world, support this movement called Biafra.
Boom! The world will recognize Biafra. That was the theme of this video. You see, what we do is spiritual. Even the title, I get these titles from God. Sometimes I ask myself, how come everything is matching, everything worketh for good? The title alone, you see the way this boy is speaking and he's quoting my title. Now I see why God put that in my heart. Lord have mercy. And see the way he pronounces it, Biafra, Biafra. If you notice, Biafra, Biafra. If you see in the old map, where they call the Bight of Biafra, that was how they spelt it. I explained to you that when they were drawing those old map, during those days, those guys, they went around asking questions. And it depends on who they asked. What is this, your area? What can I call it? Biafra. Bight of Biafra on that map, it means the outskirt of Biafra. When they say something is a bite of something, it's an outskirt. Because it is vast. During those days, we trade around the water area. Look, don't allow them to deceive you. Whoever gets the land close to the sea, close to the river, you are doing well. Because during those days, now water be everything. The river, that's where you get your fish. That's where you do your farming, your irrigation to get water to plant. That's where you do everything. Even in Egypt, the river Nile, Aswan River, they stayed by the banks, so that we living staying by the banks there is not by mistake. All across, the people saw that map, the old map, they say, but Biafra is far away. No, the bite of Biafra. We were looking at the water line, the waterways, the outskirts. That's how far we've gone. The bite of Biafra. That's how far we've gone. You understand? So you need to understand, so when they say the bite of Biafra, it means the outskirts, the outer lands of Biafra. So this manner he's saying Biafra, it took me back. Say, okay, when those guys who were, drawing those maps, those they spoke with, they spoke the same tongue as this man, this guy who is talking now. That's why when he's saying Biafra, he's saying Biafra. And when you look at the map, the way they wrote, they spelled our name in the map, in the bite of Biafra. They say bite of Biafra. Now you get it. Let's continue. God is amazing. God will reveal things from different ways. Let's continue. Listen.
Biafra stand because Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working. They have already twisted this country in a way that life is not going to be good for us. So it is better for a movement like the Biafran to come up. And I would like even if the Igbos would adopt me to be part of them, for me, I think it's okay. It is better for them to adopt me to be part of them.
My brother, you are adopted. You are part of the family. All you have to do is follow the due, process. Like in the Western world here, is a due process. You can come for a visa, you will get a visa. You want to work, you come for a work permit. We check the skills and everything. You can come in. But when it comes to just to visit, that's not a problem. But the thing is, to compete with the world, you must set some standard. Okay, there are some standards we must set, some criteria that people has to meet. That way, you will not be having when it comes to work, you'll be having the most skilled people to come into your land. There is a reason why they do it in the Western world. Not because they hate you, no, but because they want to up their system. They want to up the quality of their migrants, their immigration. They want to make sure that those coming, they have the skill sets. In fact, in some countries that they will say, okay, come tell us your idea. What idea do you have to do business? If you tell them the idea, if the idea is something brand new, then they will accept it and give you a, entrepreneurial visa or whatever. So that's what we are saying, that it's okay. It's okay to come and visit. Come and stay abroad. Come and enjoy life. Come and marry. That's who we are. But going forward, we have learned from our mistakes. So there should be standards. I don't want to see people carrying cow, roaming the whole street. People without visa, without green card, without a passport, without an ID. They are roaming cows with AK-47 and the police don't stop them. Somehow, these ones, they are special. They are allowed to carry guns. Make una think more. Think about it. A particular people, they are okay. They are allowed in that zoo country, Nigeria, to carry AK-47. Not even then gun. Not even a hunter's gun. Not even double barrel. not even pump action, AK-47 that can spit out rounds. Think about that. Think about that. They are allowed to carry AK-47 and roam the whole of that country called Nigeria. And police is not stopping them. They ain't checking if this person has a gun license. Even in America that they allow guns, everybody has a gun license. I don't understand this. Nigerians, why can't you guys learn? Why can't you open your brain and learn for once? How can they allow a non-entities, people that I can confidently say they are of lower class, Fulani headsmen, that can't even write their name on paper. They are rustling their cows, and with them is AK-47. Nobody is checking the gun license. Nobody is checking how they are going from state to state with the guns. In America that they use gun, you cannot carry a gun in every state. Before you are carrying a gun into a state in America, you must report yourself to the police and get a clearance. In some states, it's not allowed to see somebody who looks like a civilian with a gun. In some states, it's not allowed. In some other states, you must report yourself to the nearest police station before you attempt such. And definitely, you must have your license. You must have a clean criminal record to own a gun in America. But in that shithole country called Nigeria, headsmen, people when they drink the piece of cow, people when they shower with the piece of cow, people that suck the breast of cow, they are carrying AK-47 everywhere, buying our women, buying them in the farms, doing everything, and the police can't even stop them, not even the army. They are born to carry guns. It's okay. It's okay. And you guys, you are pretending everything is fine. But I thank God the Middle Belt, they've woken up. They now see that the Biafrans, even after the war, we have not hurt them. Despite they joined Nigerian military to occupy our people, now they have seen that those they fought the war with, till this day, we have not even come to steal their land or do anything. It is the people that they gave power to, the cabal, the Fulani cabal that are coming to steal their land, to ravage their land and do all that. As the saying goes, had I known comes at last. Had I known comes at last. But today, I've got the news for you all. The world will recognize Biafra. It's already happening. Let's continue.
With the majority from the Middle Belt, they would like to be part. We would like to be together.
So are you saying that the Middle Belt, in case it will not want to be part of Hausa Fulani country, that the Middle Belt are looking forward to join Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu if Biafra comes?
I'm telling you, Middle Belt will love to join Samuel Ekpa. They will love that more than being with Hausa Fulani. We know what the Hausa...
They will love to join Simon Ekpa. They will love that more than to be with Hausa Fulani. Hello, Mr. Musa. General Musa, who does not know anything. You call the guerrilla warfare a jungle warfare. When I exposed you, you went to do your research, and the God of Biafra then harkened your heart and gave you the right name of the type of warfare you are engaging in the land of Biafra. And you came out in the public and said you are engaging on an asymmetric warfare. That means say close your eye and shoot. Anything walking on two legs. Anything you see, bam. Anything you don't see, you burn the house down. To them, everybody is an enemy in asymmetric warfare. You call Simon Ekpa a criminal. You say Simon Ekpa is having a field day, controlling the airwaves. Hello! I've got news for you. Even in the Middle Belt, they are telling you they love Simon Ekpa. They would rather be with Simon Ekpa than to be with the Hausa and Fulani. I've told you, take away that Christopher from your name. That's the name of a saint, Saint Christopher. Take that name off your bloody name. Now Musa don't fit you. Now Musa fit you. Idiot. Go and call Finland now to give his Simon Ekpa. Shameless idiot. You opened your mouth and say you are fighting an asymmetric warfare with the Biafrans. A region, you claim you are one Nigeria. And you are in the military, and you open your mouth and said that, and no Nigeria is holding you to account. Say, when did this war start? It means there is a civil war now. If you say you are engaging on an asymmetric warfare, it means there is a civil war in Nigeria. But the media always pretend. They always pretend, you know. They love it. They love what happens to us, or they are cowards. It's either you love that they are buying the Biafrans, or you are a coward to speak truth to power. Because the only time you speak is when we defend ourselves. Then you come, I love the military. We love our military. God bless the military. We love Nigeria. We love the military. But you saw what they did in Okwama. You kept quiet. Those you love, they stopped you. They barred all the journalists to come to Okwama for 7 good weeks in a so-called democracy. God, these people, God, Samanekpa, please, when this Biafra comes, God. Some people, in fact, then go apply for visa tire. They will not get that permission. Some names in that zoo media, they will never get a visa to come to Biafra land. Then go apply for visa. If it's like, make you marry a Biafran girl, you will not get a visa to enter Biafra because you guys, una wickedness too much. Una wickedness too much. God have mercy. God. I've never seen a people like this. Look at me living in the midst of I'm in the middle of a white neighborhood. All my neighbors, they are white. And they all love me. They respect me. They speak to me with love. They speak to me with respect. None of them is saying, oh, this black man, how come he's driving this car? How come he has this big house? How? What is he doing? What job is he doing? No. Let us burn his house down. Let us go and buy him. They don't do that here. They are civilized people. Their media, they are civilized. But in Nigeria, a military man came out. Your so-called chief of defense staff, he came out and said, you are embarking on an asymmetric warfare with a region in your so-called one Nigeria. It means there is a civil war going on, and the media, you pretended. The same way you played blind, you played dumb when there was a Biafran war. I keep saying this. Most Nigerians did not even know a war was happening in the land of Biafra. They didn't know there was a war in Biafra land. Even some Biafrans in the south, they didn't know the impact of that war. They were traveling back from Lagos during the war, traveling back from Lagos, from other places to Biafra land. Next thing, by the road, they buy them. Because there was no news about that war. There was no news. The hunger our kids went through, Kwashoko, the food blockade, there was no news about even the Kwashoko. I've done my research. I have checked journals, everything when they write. There is no news. The news is only coming from the western side. The Irish that were in Biafra land. As priests, as missionaries, as that's it. Those in the Red Cross, all those things. Now them say, come on, what is Britain did not even do it. Even Britain did not broadcast it. Britain. God. Britain, you claim to be a Christian country. Britain claims to be a Christian country. Yet they are conniving. In fact, let me not go there. But Britain claimed to be a Christian country. You have the Church of England, Anglican Church. We the Biafrans, you know, in that zoo, 89% or even 95% of us are the ones attending your Anglican church. The church of the Anglo-Saxons. Anglican church simply means Church of England, but they use psychology. They can't spin the word, make the zoo, people in the zoo not understand. So when you hear the Anglican church, you will not know it means Church of England. At least, if they said Church of England, the Biafrans who attend that church, they will now know, oh, hold on. What's the meaning of this? Church of England. I am attending a Church of England. Does that even make sense? But they were smart. They turned it around. And the other one, Roman Catholic. The church of the Romans. Romans is in where? In Italy. But now slowly they've taken away the Roman Catholic. Now they always say Catholic Church. I'm going to Catholic Church. I'm a Catholic. It means the church of the Roman Catholic. And when you do your research, it was the Romans that killed Jesus. Ah, God, man, my people don't, they perish for lack of wisdom. Simple things like this, they don't know. England are the one telling the cabal to do us what they are doing us. And some of you still attend Anglican Church, the Church of England. Are you stupid? Hello? The moment you know that Anglican Church means Church of England, that same day, that same night, you stop going to that church. But you guys don't have the knowledge. That is why it is us in diaspora, people like myself, people like our Prime Minister, we are the ones to liberate you. Because you don't have the knowledge. Knowledge is power. They say information is very cheap but expensive. Information is very cheap but expensive. Knowledge is power. He who has knowledge has the power. In the land of the blind, a one-eyed man is king. In the land of the blind, a one-eyed man is king. It means, say, in the land when everybody they blind, the man when get one eye, na king. Knowledge is power. Knowledge na power. My people, I rest my case. This guy spoke very well here, but I will end it here. A word is enough for the wise. I hate it when I break this thing down and some of you pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. You say, oh, it's the Biafrans, the Biafrans. You have seen somebody from the Middle Belt exalt the name of Simon Ekpa, praise Nnamdi Kanu, but yet you will say the Biafrans, the Igbos are the problem. You say the Igbos are the problem. Oh, in fact, let me not go there. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. The world will recognize Biafra. The world will recognize Biafra. Mark my words out. They are waiting. They can't wait. They are excited. They are waiting to grab us to their bosom and embrace us and tell us, welcome to the world, to the League of Nations. What took you so long? Welcome back, my friends. Now go out there and restore hope in Africa. Go out there and become a shining beacon in Africa. That's our job. There is no doubt about that one. That's our job. Those comparing us with which country is that? Is it Somalia? They are saying, oh, look at what happened. You compare the Biafrans. When we say, if na business, we are number one, you are telling us when we break from that shithole called Nigeria, we should think about Somalia. Hello. Does that look like us? Do you think we are poor people that when we get freedom, you compare us with Somalia? No. Start comparing us with China. Start comparing us with Japan. Start doing that, because when we are free, oh my God, no country in Africa can be used as an example when we get this freedom. It is insulting to tell us, say, hey, look at Somalia, things are hard there. Not Somalia, Sudan. Look at the war in Sudan. They break away. Now they are going through hardship. You are comparing us with Sudan? Nah, for now. I feel, insulted. I feel insulted when they say they go and look at that country. They broke up. They are going through hell. You are comparing the Biafrans with Sudan. Even in Western world here, those from no insult to them, but those from Sudan, they are not on our level now. They are not. But I don't want to go there. That's their culture and their way of life. Their culture, their perspective to life is what put them in that box. They are operating within a box. But we, the Biafrans, now they go around the whole world with our chest open. We have the gift in our hands. Akanchawa. Umwaka. Children with handwork. That's who we are. Umwaka. Children with handwork. Anywhere we go, anything we touch turns to gold. See me now. See the way I'm talking with confidence. That's who we are. When we go school, we are number one. If not business, we are number one. Anything we do, we are number one. Even our women, the way we treat them, we are number one. Even the girls, everybody wants to marry our girls because they are number one. Come on, I beg. Come on for stories, though. I love you, man. Sometimes I get angry. These guys, they know these things, but they pretend. They know what's up, but they pretend. We are the gods on earth. We are the gods on earth. Please, guys, don't be scared. When we get our Biafra, it won't be like Somalia or Sudan that they compare us with. It's an insult to do that. It's an insult to do that. In fact, I will say 100 Biafrans now, just 100 men from Biafra land that are rich. Our money pass the money of Sudan. What an insult. An idiot was saying it in their media. Oh, you guys be careful. Once you get your freedom, Sudan, go and see Sudan. Things are hard there. They thought it was all sweet. Now they have their freedom. Now they are going through hell. In fact, they are regretting they broke away. A Zoo journalist was saying that. Somebody from the Zoo media was saying that. This Biafrans, be careful what you ask for. You want freedom. If you break from Nigeria, look at Sudan. Look at Sudan. Now they are suffering. You are comparing us with Sudan. We, when Una give us 20 pounds to chop the money after the war and buy or turn to Almajiri, you give us 20 pounds. And we still survive. Still we rise. Still we rise. 20 pounds. Which other country feed one for this world? Which other people feed one for this world? Which other nation can survive on 20 pounds? After the war, you took all their money, say 20 pounds for each household. 20 pounds for each household. Yet we rose like the phoenix from the ashes, and now they are envying us. Now they hate us. They say we are buying their lands. They should wait and think. Wait, though, these guys, we give them just 20 pounds, which they should have eaten and died. They should have eaten the money and turned to the beggars of Nigeria. They should have eaten the money and become the Almajiri, because that was the intention of Gowon. That was the intention. To take the pride of us. To make us become the beggars, the paupers of Nigeria. To make us become the Almajiri of Nigeria. But as God will have it. Oh God, I thank you. God, I thank you. Your people will never be put to shame. The Lord will never lay upon you a load too heavy to carry. He will never lay upon you a load too heavy to carry. He will never lay upon us, the Biafran people, a load too heavy to carry. Yes, they bought 7 million, but still we rise. Yes, they steal our resources. Still we rise. Yes, they didn't, even those in politics, they didn't allow them to smell the corridors of power, their so-called presidency. Still we rise. There is no airport or seaport in Biafra land. Still we rise. No other people can do it. Don't let them, mislead you. No other people can do it. They are shouting, Lagos, 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 to call a spade a spade. If the Biafrans can take their business out of Lagos, the way the Nigerian economy is going down, Lagos will also go down. That's a fact. Because during those days, most of us, them bonus for Lagos. I told you guys a story. After the war, I told you guys a story here. Everybody was in ruin. Even my father looked around. All his houses were taken. You go to the house, you look. People are living there. They want to ambush you. They will say, no, this house, since you ran away, now them get the house now. More than 10 houses of my dad. Oh, God, man. The pain is too much. This man spent money going to court. He couldn't win not even one of the houses back. They said, no, it is an abandoned property. Oh, God have mercy. Still we rise. Still we rise. Despite that, still we rise. I rest my case, man. God is good. The God of Biafra is good, my people. You guys should be proud. If you're a Biafran, be proud. You have a God, a good God that guards you. You have a good God. Our God is able. Our God is able. I rest my case. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye-bye.